Yo, what is going on? Oh, my bad. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys all doing tonight? It's everything Zach back again with another video, with a late night video. And I know I already posted earlier today, but this is a special video I wanted to do, and I've been wanting to do this for a few weeks now, but I haven't really had time to do so. But tonight I do, and it's gonna be rushed. But I hope you guys enjoy. Just want to get it out before the week starts. And this is gonna be on the market, the stock market. I just want to make a real nice video on, on just like what I'm watching for the week, and maybe things and maybe I could just give you guys some ideas to maybe watch for the week. But if you guys enjoy, make sure to smash that like, hit the sub button as well, and drop a comment on any questions or anything you would like to tell me, because I don't know much. I would like to hear what you guys actually think about what I say. And again, also, I just want to make this clear, which I hope all you guys know, but obviously I'm no stock advisor. Obviously I'm what, 15, so this is just my opinion, and it's just some things I thought I would share with you, just because it's a hobby, and for me, and it's pretty interesting. So I just thought I could show you guys some things I'm looking at, and just I guess the hype for the week, right? But I guess this is just the futures, what you guys are looking at right now. So the market futures for tomorrow, just kind of an indicator for how the market's going to open. It's only up a little bit, but I guess we can just dive right in. Most of the stuff I will be showing is stuff I'm looking at taking, like midterm or short-term things, not in a day, but mid or short-term things. And then and maybe another video I'll do something for what I'm looking at for the summer, longer term. So I guess we can hop right in. Also, though, before we start, I think we should obviously check out AMC. This is AMC. Absolute wild beast. Look at that. It just hit new highs the other day. I wonder if it's gonna keep going tomorrow. It's gonna be something to watch for sure. This isn't a swing. I just thought I'd show you guys. To get on, though, into the swings now, the first one is gonna be EYES, EYES. This has been a really hot ticker actually in the market, like the past 3 or 4 months. Obviously, as you can see, this is the volume. Just if you guys don't know what you're looking at here, these are the charts, but I'm assuming the people that are clicking on this do kind of know a little bit. What you're seeing on the top are charts of the actual stock. Each candle, if it's green, it opened at the bottom and it closed at the top. In the wicks you see means, so if we're taking this for example, it opened down here at one point, it went all the way up here and then closed the day here. And with red, it's the opposite. Opened at the top, it sometime went up to $20 on the day, sometime it went down to $13.42 on the day, and then closed at $15.40. So that's what that means. Down here is the volume. The green and red just match what the day was, but it's the volume. Higher candle, more volume. That's more shares being traded, so more people were touching it and buying and selling that day. This is MACD. It's just a study to see the strength of a stock. It's a little messed up on a stock like this as how it's been moving, but it's more relative for stocks that aren't like this and don't move like this in a day. And then RSI is an indicator for if it's oversold or overbought, and this is a good indicator for knowing if it's oversold or overbought. As you can see, when it's up there, it's oversold or overbought, and at the bottom, oversold. But you don't really see that except right here. So without further ado, I like EYES, EYES, for a play this week, and the reason I like it is this line you see right here. Now I know it doesn't stretch all the way till out here, but it still has this level, and you could even kind of move it just a little bit like this, and it would still kind of be in line, just a little hair above the other candles. And you can see that this right here, it broke on Friday, this diagonal line. A huge day. It was up 16.3% on that day, and this is also not only breaking this diagonal line, which is bullish, it also broke it with a lot of volume. Broke it with quite a bit of volume, I believe 12 million, and it as well broke it with a candle over candle. If you guys don't know what that means, it's literally just a candle over candle. This candle is over that candle, and that's usually a bullish sign. So this is just something to watch, I would say. You can maybe see some movement on it. It doesn't seem to follow typical resistance and support levels, so I wouldn't really worry about the 50-day moving average right here. But it's just something to watch, and I think maybe it could be in play tomorrow and this week on a lot of movement. And who knows, you could see a huge reversal. Now, I don't know 100% for sure, but it's just going to be on my watch list this week. Next, we got the ticker DXLG. It is an OTC stock. That does not mean it's a penny stock. Usually people think of OTC being a penny. That is just not a penny stock. It's actually $3.50. It is a company, you guys may have heard of it. It's a holdings group. And so it's on my watch list just because how it's ran. But I would like to show you guys the more interesting thing here. I picked up a few the other day, so around this level when it was consolidating. And I'm holding, and I might actually get more this week. And you guys might be like, Zach, you're crazy. So here you can actually see it does indicate that's overbought. Now I might wait for a little bit of a pullback, but I'm gonna be definitely just watching this week, and I just want to show you the real interesting thing about this stock that really attracts me, and I think other people. This is what interests me on this stock. So if you look here, you got 06. We can draw a line here from 06. From the 06 highs. Now it did hit highs previously of this in the 1990s, which I can't really show you because I don't think this shows that. Oh, it does actually. Okay, I did not know that. So this is what I'm looking at this week, and the reason I'm looking at this is you draw this diagonal. I did not know this until the other day, but when you draw this is a weekly chart, so every candle you see is a single week, just how I showed you with the daily. It draws a perfect line, so from the highs to then the highs over here. So it is a 3 contact line as it's hitting. It's a 3 contact line because and 3 contact lines are good. It's hitting 3 candle places. It's hitting here, here, and then here, and then look here. So it goes down all the way to here where we are now, and just recently it broke above this diagonal, which is extremely bullish, which is such a good sign for the stock because it just broke that level. And now the really interesting thing that I'm going to be eyeing this week is this. Let me actually, no, that's not going to zoom it out further. So when I draw it like this, you guys are going to see something crazy. So I can draw it like this. Now again, I do have to draw it twice, so it's going to be a little bit scuffed, but and then I continue it. It's not going to be the most accurate, to be honest. Oh, actually, it looks accurate. So now that you see this, we have a line drawing from that high in 06 right here, and then the high in 1993. And these weekly drawing lines bring us right here to what we're looking at. We're right at that level. I believe it's the 3.53 level. So we're right at this level where we close. So this is going to be a key level to watch, I think, this week. And if it breaks it, I think this stock could go huge. In my opinion, I think this thing could go absolutely huge if it breaks this level. All right, next though, I don't want to stay too long in this stock. We're gonna be looking at PDSB. This is just a J hook pattern stock. I love J hooks. I played a J hook a bit ago, Archon right here, and it went absolutely crazy. But PDSB I like as it played a J-hook. I played a little bit of it. I didn't get much though. I just want to watch it again for play this week. You know, because you tend to see J-hook patterns break down a little bit and consolidate and form a bullish flag. And this is actually what Archon did exactly. It broke down, making a nice entry point for it to then keep on going. So I just think it's something to watch this week. I don't have any right now, but it's something to watch, and I think it could potentially make new highs in the coming week or two. Nvidia just on my watch list, as they have announced their dividend, and they just broke a resistance level, so they just made highs. They just broke their previous high, which is big. I think you could still see this thing ripping because they are doing their stock split, and those are always really popular. Tesla and Apple ran up for theirs. Next I'm going to be looking at Goggle, GOGL. So this also did a J-hook pattern, but it's a little further past like PDSB. Even though it didn't run as much, it still is past it, and it did this pattern. So I'm going to be looking for it to actually make highs this week. So I might be entering soon to see this stock make highs, which I think it could. I'm going to be looking at ASO as well this week. ASO not for a swing. This is more of a long-term thing. I'm just going to be watching it though for an entry point. I really like this company, and they're all three earnings, they've done really well on their days. It's caused a huge run up all times. So I'm just going to see if I can get a little pullback to this level to then maybe enter. Trip, I'm going to be looking at Trip. This is in the travel industry. I really think the travel industry is going to be really hot soon. I can't exaggerate it enough. So many people are starting to go out, and summer's just around the corner. I think this is going to be huge. And I really, really like Trip. And the reason I really like this, do they have option calls? They do. The reason I really like Trip is if you look here, we're looking at Trip daily chart. It is forming a perfect, honestly, you could call this a J-hook pattern if it continues up, which it could, but I just like the bounce that it looks like it's forming. It is bouncing, it's starting to bounce, and it just broke. It actually just broke the 100-day moving average, which is big. It broke that actually just on Friday. And not only do we have a green day here, even though it's red, that doesn't mean it was green on the day, because it gapped up. Gapping up means it moved in the morning before the market opened, and that doesn't, so it shows red. And this candle is called a hammer candle, and I think this could be big as it filled the gap. Now, I know I might be using terms you don't know. Please comment if you don't know them, and I can explain it further. I just don't want to take up the time here. It filled the gap on this on this day, and then recovered nicely above the 100-day close. It closed above the 100-day moving average, which I think is a good indicator. This is also a bullish hammer candle. That it looks like a hammer, kind of self-explanatory. It tends to be a bullish pattern. So I'm going to be watching this. Another note on this, I just wrote this so I remember. This stock has a 15.6% short float, which is just interesting. A short float means that's the percentage of people in the share float shorting the stock, betting on it to go down. So that's just something to keep in mind, because that actually can be really bullish if the stock starts to move upwards, as they're going to have to cover and buy back their shares, which is bringing in more buyers. And that's a larger percent than the, a ordinary short float. So something to keep an eye on. It also, the RSI is starting to flip, and so is the MACD coming into strength. I just think it's something to really keep an eye on here. The volume, the last two green candles up, that's engulfing volume, so it's rising as the stock is going up. So I think it's something to look at. It also broke the diag. It cracked the diag just 2 days ago. So I think it's something to keep an eye on. I think I might enter that. And I think the travel industry is going to be doing well too. And VS, this is a stock. It went absolutely crazy on. I think this was it was the 21st. Don't know exactly what day that was. But it went absolutely nuts on the 21st. So just something I'll be keeping an eye on. And the reason I think tomorrow is a day to keep an eye on this is this green candle right here. It finally had a green day, and it happened right at, actually, it happened right at the, it happened right at the 9-day moving average, which is something to keep an eye on. That means we could be seeing a bounce with plays like this that got super hot trade-wise. We could see a big bounce, and we could see a day of huge movement, and it might, it's happened before, and it could make highs. So it's just something I'm going to be watching tomorrow. Square, we got Square. This is something I'm actually actively swinging. I'm swinging option calls on it. So I might be a little biased, but I'll try not to be. I just think that this is a really great stock to be in right now, with the position it's in right now on a reversal, as well with other tech stocks like Tesla, which I'll be going over. I just think right now it looks like it cracked this diagonal, and I just think it's going to be continuing to move upward. Now, this is not the prettiest end. So you could be like, oh wait, is it going to come back down here? It could. I just do not think it will. The way tech has been moving, and it seems like it's wanting to reverse back. So I'm just going to be watching these key levels, the 100-day moving average and the 50-day, which is this blue line, the light blue and then the dark blue. Those are going to be key levels to watch and see if it can rip higher. Space, I'm just watching space just because how it's been moving. It's just been, it's been moving quite a bit here. I believe the weekly chart, I think, was attractive too. Maybe it wasn't this. You kind of have a W formation here a little bit. It's, it's a little bit of an ugly W, but it's something to keep an eye on for sure. I'm going to be also watching EOG. Gotta get off the 1 minute. Sorry. I got the EOG bullish flag right here. Just something to keep an eye on. You can maybe see it break highs. This is just a technical thing. Nothing that, I don't know the company. CCIV Lucid Motors. I'm watching this because it's just in this bullish uptrend, and right now it just hit the bottom of it. So it's going to be something to watch, whether it breaks down or up. I think it's going to break up because it seems to have followed that down here. And I think it's going to do the same thing again. So we're just going to see that, and see if it can trend back upwards. So I think that's something that I'm going to be eyeing. Tesla, same thing as Square, pretty much same pattern. It's kind of the same thing with the tech market right now, and I do think it's going to continue to go up and get back to these previous levels. Carnival Cruise Line. I like Carnival Corporation because again, this is a travel industry play, so travel opening up, I like it. Now I might want to wait for a little bit of a pullback because it seems a little overextended here, but I'm going to be watching it for an entry. Just looks nice. NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line, this is another play, very similar, literally looks the same. Just something, again, to watch for maybe new highs, but again, I'm going to wait off a little bit because I would just like to see, I would like to just see it a little more, but the attractive things about this and Carnival Cruise Line, and I believe not Trip, but Carnival Cruise Line and Norwegian, they both are very far off their highs. Unlike Marriott and Southwest and airlines, the cruise lines are still a lot off their highs, like 50% below their highs. So that's something to keep an eye on. You can see big movement for highs this week, or the upcoming months. Sorry. SKLZ, just like the way it's moving, nothing too attractive. AHT, I like this because AHT actually just cracked the diagonal the other day, and it cracked the diagonal, and it's moving up. This is just the key level to watch. This is the 200-day moving average. You don't like to see 200-day moving averages be above the current price, but the reason I find this interesting on this stock is because the way it's uptrending right now. It also had big institutional buys. You can look that up if you're wondering how I know on the by around the 2.7 price. So that day when it gapped up. So just something to watch here. I think if it breaks this level right here, so it as you can see, it actually got knocked down when it tried going. It tried to break it and it didn't. It looks like it is 4.47 level that we're trying to break, and if it breaks that, this thing could go pretty nuts. I think it has a lot of volume moving up too. And Blink is just something to watch. We have a triangle here. I'm just gonna be watching it as it looks like I wonder if it might make some movement tomorrow, whether it's gonna break up or downwards. That's just something to watch, I think. But that's about it I have in the video, guys. And so I hope you guys enjoyed, though. I've never made a stock video before really like this. I've only kind of done things not really relating to charts, which I do really like charts, so I thought I'd just maybe share a little bit. Again, just a little disclaimer, I'm not a stock advisor, of course. I'm 15, just my opinion, and I thought something I'd maybe share with you because I really find it interesting. Hope you guys don't enjoy the video. Make sure to smash a like and a comment. I'm sorry it took so to start. It was a long video, but I hope you guys found it interesting, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you did, make sure to drop a comment and have a great